Hey, what if an AI didn't need a human teacher to get smarter? Seriously, what if it could just, look in the mirror and teach itself? Well, that's not science fiction anymore. It's a real concept that's changing pretty much everything we thought we knew about AI. There's this brand new method out there that's showing how an AI can actually generate its own supervision. It's effectively becoming its own professor. And this is a huge deal because it fundamentally changes how we train these incredibly complex systems, especially for problems where there's no easy way to even tell if an answer is right. And that right there brings us to the core problem, what I like to call the missing answer key. You see, for so many of the most important things we want AI to do, there just isn't one. I mean, think about it for a second. How does an AI get better at, say, giving you good lifestyle advice? There's no way to give it a clear A+ on that, right? That is the central challenge that researchers are trying to crack right now. It really all boils down to two different kinds of tasks. On one side, you have things that are pretty straightforward. A math problem has one correct answer. Code either works or it doesn't. You can check it. But then you look at the other side, and things get messy. How do you grade creative writing? Or what about good, empathetic advice? There is no single right answer. So how on earth does an AI learn to get better? Well, the solution is this absolutely fascinating idea called compute as teacher, or CAT for short. And honestly, the best way to wrap your head around it is to just imagine the AI forming its own personal study group to figure out the best way forward. So how does this AI study group actually work? Well, first, the AI brainstorms a whole bunch of different answers to a problem, all by itself. Then, and this is the absolute key, it looks at all of its own attempts. It figures out what worked and what didn't, and it pieces together one brand new, much better teacher answer from all the parts. It's literally turning its own thinking power into a lesson. The whole thing happens in this simple three-step loop. First, it explores. The AI tries to solve the problem in a bunch of different ways, like every student in the study group just taking a shot at it. Second, it synthesizes. A different part of the AI acts like a wise moderator, looking at all those attempts, combining the best parts, and creating a single new, improved answer. And finally, it learns. The original AI gets rewarded for getting closer to that new teacher answer, and it just keeps repeating that loop, getting a little bit smarter every single time. But here is where the real magic happens. The AI isn't just picking the best answer from its own little brainstorm session. No way. It's synthesizing. It's creating a totally new answer that's actually better than any of its initial ideas. And this is the part that is it's mind-blowing, because the AI is combining ideas and patching up the holes from multiple flawed attempts. It can actually land on the right answer, even if every single one of its first tries was wrong. Think about that. Just picking the best or the most popular answer could never, ever do that. And the data shows this isn't just a fun theory. About 14% of the time, the AI's final synthesized answer went against the majority of its own initial ideas, so it wasn't just following the crowd. And get this, 1% of the time, it actually managed to create a perfectly correct answer when all of its starting ideas were completely wrong. That is solid proof it's actually reasoning, not just taking a vote. Okay, so does this super clever idea actually work in practice? Well, the results are in, and yeah, they are extremely impressive. Let's start with a really tough math test. Initially, a powerful AI model was, let's be honest, basically failing, scoring just 52%. But after training with this self-teaching method, its accuracy shot up to 85%. That's like going from an F to a solid B+, just by studying with itself. That's a massive improvement. And it's not just for problems that have clean, simple answers. When they tested it on a much more nuanced task, like evaluating the quality of healthcare conversations, the same model saw a 29% relative jump in its performance score. This proves the method is versatile enough for the messy, real world, too. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. A 33% boost in performance on complex math, just by letting the model teach itself. That is a massive leap forward. So what does this all really mean for the future of AI? Well, this isn't just some small incremental improvement. This is a paradigm shift in how we can make AI smarter. The big takeaway here is that AI is starting to break free from needing perfect human-labeled data. It's creating this incredible virtuous cycle. As the AI gets better, its teacher, answers get better, which in turn makes the AI even better. This opens the door to tackling problems where we, as humans, don't have the answers yet, or where even the experts themselves disagree. And the researchers behind this method, They hint at something even bigger. They actually suggest that this could be a path toward superhuman capabilities, a way to break past the limits of what even the best human experts can teach an AI. Which leaves us with this final, really powerful question. We've just seen an AI learn to improve itself without an answer key. It really makes you wonder, what other fundamental limits, the ones we just take for granted, will AI learn to overcome next?